Is Toronto about to pull off the ultimate addition by subtraction, or are they simply rearranging deck chairs while the water creeps ever closer to the rails? That is the uncomfortable question hovering over this franchise right now, because the Toronto Blue Jays are standing at a crossroads that could define not just their 2026 season, but the direction of the next half-decade. After watching Kyle Tucker choose Hollywood Lights over Canadian commitment and Bo Bichette pack his bags for New York, the front office is no longer operating from a position of strength. It's operating from urgency. The dream scenarios are gone. The Cody Bellinger reunion is dead and buried. And now, a proposed trade has landed that feels less like a blockbuster and more like a cold splash of reality in the face. According to Heavy.com, Toronto could ship out Anthony Santander, Nathan Lukes, Bowden Francis, and pitching prospect Johnny King to St. Louis in exchange for reliever Jojo Romero and outfielder Lars Nootbaar. On the surface, it sounds outrageous, a 44-home-run slugger for a setup man and a hitter who barely scraped .240 last season. Social media reacted exactly how you'd expect. Rage, disbelief, accusations of front office malpractice. But before you slam your phone down in disgust, breathe for a second. This trade isn't about what Santander was, it's about what he might not be anymore. His contract, once envisioned as a pillar of contention, is starting to look suspiciously like an anchor. A year removed from those 44 home runs, his Toronto tenure was defined by inconsistency, injury, and a quiet October spent watching from home. Even respected insiders are now questioning whether the deal truly benefits the club long-term. This is where the uncomfortable honesty comes in. The Blue Jays may already be conceding that Santander's best value lies in being moved before the shine dulls any further. And in return, they aren't chasing nostalgia or past production. They're targeting fit. Romero and Nootbaar don't excite casually, but they address wounds that have been bleeding for 2 seasons straight. Let's start with Jojo Romero, because his name deserves more respect than it's getting. This isn't some throw-in reliever. Down the stretch last season, Romero converted 8 of 9 save opportunities and has quietly been one of the most reliable high-leverage arms in the National League. Over the past 2 seasons, he's piled up 54 holds and 9 saves, numbers that sit comfortably alongside what Jeff Hoffman posted before he became Toronto's closer. That comparison matters. Hoffman didn't arrive as a savior, he arrived as a piece. Romero profiles the same way, battle-tested, calm under pressure, and capable of evolving into something more. The Blue Jays' bullpen has been a fragile ecosystem, one bad outing away from collapse. Romero doesn't fix everything, but he stabilizes the fault line. Then there's Lars Nootbaar, the most misunderstood man in this entire proposal. His batting average doesn't sing, but his underlying metrics whisper something far more intriguing. He led the Cardinals in chase discipline and hard hit percentage, a combination that hitting coaches dream about. These are the building blocks of a breakout, not the remnants of a decline. Now ask yourself this. What could David Popkins do with a 26-year-old outfielder who already controls the strike zone and hits the ball hard? This is the same coach who has publicly backed Santander for a bounce back. If Popkins believes in redemption arcs, imagine what he could unlock in a player who hasn't peaked yet. Nootbaar's 119 hits last season would have ranked 6th on Toronto's roster. That's not filler, that's a foundation. The emotional center of this debate comes down to timing. Are the Blue Jays giving up too early on Santander, or are they acting before his value collapses entirely? Front offices don't get paid to be sentimental. They get paid to see the cliff before the car goes over it. This move signals a philosophical shift from rewarding past power to prioritizing future balance. From a roster construction standpoint, the logic sharpens further. Toronto's bullpen entering 2026 resembles a patchwork quilt stitched together with hope. They've added arms, yes, but none inspire genuine eighth-inning confidence. Romero does immediately. He walks into a defined role with a pen, not a pencil. The outgoing pieces make sense too. Lukes was already being floated as trade currency. Francis has been valuable but replaceable. King is a lottery ticket. The Cardinals receive volume and flexibility. Toronto clears salary, unclogs the roster, and gains two controllable contributors who fit the new timeline. Financially, this matters more than fans want to admit. Santander's Peel was signed when Toronto believed they were one superstar away. That illusion is gone. Moving his contract restores flexibility, the kind that lets you strike late in free agency or pounce when another team blinks first. Flexibility is power in this league. This trade won't dominate headlines, it won't sell jerseys overnight, but October baseball isn't won by names alone. It's won by leverage, contact, and arms you trust when the game tightens like a vice. And that's why this move is fascinating. It's not sexy, it's surgical. It's a front office choosing adaptation over denial. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you trust the Blue Jays to bet on potential instead of reputation? Do you believe Nootbaar has another level and Romero can be the next Hoffman? Drop your honest takes in the comments. And if you want more deep dive analysis like this, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Blue Jays Report. Because trades like this don't just shape seasons, they reveal what a franchise truly believes about itself.